Yo, what's up with you guys? It's your boy Yaahn Hunter Jr. And today we're going to be breaking down my tune Sunny Chill from my EP Chill Tape Volume 1. I got the link in the description for that for you guys to check it out and stream it at your leisure. Let's get into the session breakdown. All right, let's start with the drums. So let's check these out. So my concept with these is basically being able to blend R&B, lo-fi, and trap all together. So on the kick, nothing special, just use Pro Q actually. So that's all we have going on here. And then on the snare, we have Pro Q as well. So I pretty much just did mainly EQing on the individual drums. And then on the hi-hats, I did the same concept. I could have rolled this off even more, but I just brightened up the hi-hats a bit with this Pro EQ. And I have the link in the description for Pro EQ, by the way. And let's go into the cymbal that I use. This is in Splice, the OSTD code cymbal. So real dope, wide cymbal. I think the majority of the value is coming from the master drum processing. So let's get into that. So the first thing we have is the SSL comp. I have the link in the description for this, and that's giving us a good vibe. So let's start with a dry. So it sounds real loose. It just seems like it's not glued together. So this is giving us glue. Let's check this out. Yeah, it's just giving us a nice, good glue. And then after that, I went into some saturation. So I used Saturn. So let's check this out, how that sounds now. Yeah, it's just giving the drum some real nasty grit. So I love using this. I have the link in the description for Saturn. Then we have the inflator, which is giving us some more subtle grit. It's very subtle. You might not even be able to hear the difference, but you'll be able to feel the difference. And that's the main key with this stuff. Cool. And then I went into the L1 limiter. And this is just to get rid of the unnecessary peaks. So real subtle. And this is going to help us out in mastering. So that's what's going on with the drum bus. So let's bypass all of this stuff. Real cold and loose. Put everything back on. So it's got more punch, tighter, and reduced amount of volume, but the intensity and the distortion and saturation is actually bringing the perceived loudness up and the volume down. So I think that's always a dope strategy for your drums. So then next, the famous JD bass. I got the link in the description for this. So same thing, I use Saturn on the bass, and it's giving us some extra drive. So let's listen to it without it. Turn on Saturn. Here we go. So I'm definitely using this for like a bass amp vibe. I didn't want to go for a traditional bass amp. I wanted to use more of a saturation based kind of vibe. Then we have our keys. So on the keys, we got Old Radio EP, and that's this bad boy right here. Let's check this out. Real dope. This is Omnisphere Unclean Machine from the Sonic Extensions. Really fire. I've been wearing this patch out. And then the next patch we have is the piano. And for this one, I'm using Keyscape within Omnisphere, basically. And this is the upright wing piano indie. So real nice piano. Love these two. They work really well together. They complement each other. So on the piano, I just use some Pro Q and some compression. And so let's start with the EQ. So it's bringing the piano up closer to you by bumping this little area here, 969 hertz. And then let's add our compression, the 2A, my favorite compressor. Cool. Then we have the same thing going on with the Rhodes, the same strategy, Pro EQ and compression. So we got both of those, and then we have our ARP. And this is also Omnisphere Unclean Machine from the extensions. Real fire patch. Love this joint. And I'm just throwing some Pro Q on there, just rolling off some of the low end to make space for the kick and the 808 so they can have their space. Then we have some old school strings going on over here, also from Unclean Machine. Spectratronics, just holler at your boy. Just holler at me. I'm wearing your stuff out because it sounds really good and it fits in my vibe of what I'm going for. So these are the 70 strings. And yeah, just holding that note. Old school vibes. And then I'm just using some Pro Q on that, just rolling off some of that low end that's unnecessary, and that's giving us that vibe. The Wanda Girl shout. Let me go over here. That's on splice.com. And we just got some background kids stuff going on. So all of that together. All right, so that's pretty much what's going on there. Let's go into the master bus processing. So for this beat, I didn't master this in the separate session. I actually mastered each beat on this EP from its initial session, and then I just did one more blank session just to level match everything. But with that said, let's check out what's on the master bus processing. So let's start from scratch. So here we have it. Dry. So the first thing I added was some Pro Q. Got rid of some sub stuff because for this vibe, I didn't want it to be super low and heavy. So I just got rid of that. And I actually bumped up this mid-range because that's where all the keys and the Rhodes, everything is sitting in here. So it just kind of woke up the track. Turn it off. Turn it on. So it's starting to focus the energy on that mid-range, top, high mid-range. Then after that, we went into some compression. SSL comp once again. Then we went into Saturn, got some saturation. Then we got one round of the inflator doing some heavy stuff. And then we got another inflator doing a little bit lighter stuff. All right, and then we have our official limiter of choice, which is Ozone. Now there's quite a bit of stuff going on in here, so let's get through it. So we have some EQ going on. Get rid of some of that low end. Then we have some dynamic EQ going on here. Real subtle stuff, just getting rid of the stuff that's clashing. So if I solo this band, so you can hear where the problem is. So that's just smoothing it out for us. So we got some more cleaning in this band, same thing. And then we have our imager. So on the low end here, I have everything from 103 below straight down the middle. Cool. And then I kind of left everything else alone. Now the top end I did spread out quite a bit, and that's kind of it there. Then I used the vintage limiter, the tube, and then I used the maximizer to close it out, and that's giving us this finished product. And that's all I needed. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole session, guys. That's pretty much how I mixed this. I basically did an Instagram vibe. People loved it, so I just put it on the tape. So you can check that tape out. I got the link in the description for that tape, the Chill Tape Volume 1. And hey, guys, go check it out. If you got some value out of this video, give your boy a thumbs up. Subscribe to that YouTube channel and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything else from the channel. And I'll holla at you on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Check it out. I got some free stuff for you guys in the description. I got some free packs. I also have where you can stream my Chill Tape Volume 1 EP and some other good stuff and resources for you guys. Thank you for your time, and I'll check you out in the next video.